Hey guys, Profe Pablo here, playing some Minecraft. Redstone is by far my favorite part of the game, and I am going to show you guys how to make a bone meal dispenser that only shoots bone meal when bone meal is inside of it. And I'm going to show you a couple of ways on how to do that. So first of all, let me explain to you how this bone meal dispenser works. So to start off, we are going to set down a dispenser, and behind that dispenser we are going to place a comparator. Now what this comparator does is it reads if there is anything inside of this dispenser. So let's say we throw some redstone in that dispenser. See, it turns on. So it's reading that there is something inside there. And it actually reads the signal strength of that, but that's a little complicated right now. Let's just stick with the basics. And what we're going to do now is make a clock so that this continually sends a signal while there is something inside of here. So to do that, we are going to lay down a repeater, and then we need some redstone. Let me grab some redstone. And that redstone can go in on either side, but it needs to come around to the side of this comparator so that the comparator is comparing this signal to this signal, which in turn comes back around. Honestly, I don't know how all this works, but this is a redstone repeater clock that basically reads that there's something inside of here. And watch, if I put redstone in here, it is going to blink. So anytime there's something inside of this dispenser, it's going to blink. Now you'll notice the dispenser is not dispensing. And that's not just because I have redstone in there. I could have bone meal in there just as easily. Actually, let me go ahead and grab my bone meal. I always forget where the bone meal is. Help me out, people. There it is. So let's say I take some bone meal, throw it in there. Notice that's not dispensing the bone meal. And that's because no signal is actually going to the dispenser. It is just having a signal read from it. So there's a couple of ways we could do this. One way is to take some redstone and separate it by one block from the rest of the signal and come down. Actually, we need to do it on the other side. If we do it from this side, it's going to connect back up to that redstone. So whatever way you go, we actually need to go the opposite direction. Separate it by one block and have it go directly back in here. Now it's starting to dispense bone meal, and it looks like it's dispensing, but it actually doesn't dispense until something is in front of it. So let me grab some more bone meal real quick. There we go. That should do it. And let me grab some bamboo to demonstrate. Okay, so when I place this bamboo down, it's going to start dispensing until the bamboo is fully grown, and then it'll stop. Please ignore that experiment. That's for a different day. Yeah, so now it's not dispensing the bone meal anymore, even though it looks like it is. And yeah, so now if I remove the bone meal from here, or if I run out, it will stop dispensing. Now you'll notice that this is not very user-friendly. For example, or not very eye-appealing, I guess is what I should say. There's redstone everywhere on the ground. There's not really a good way to hide it unless I bring in a wall over here, which I could potentially do. But let's say you want to hide your redstone just a little bit more than this. Oh, that doesn't look too bad. But let's say you want to hide your redstone a little bit better. Well, there's a way to do that. So let's go ahead and build this again. So we're going to do our dispenser, comparator, redstone repeater, bring the redstone signal around so that feeds back into the comparator. And then we are going to drop the redstone signal down, and we are going to go underground to bring the redstone signal back to the dispenser. So to do that, I'm going to need to carve out some space. Let's see. Right there. Good. Actually, let's reverse that. Alright, so we are going to put a redstone torch here. And to get signal to that redstone torch, we are going to need some redstone, obviously, going straight into the block. And this redstone powers this block, which in turn will turn that torch off and on. Now, to get redstone, what we need is a redstone signal coming from this line and feeding back into there. Now, because we dropped the redstone signal down to this block is actually a powered block. To pull signal from that block, we're going to use a repeater, and that sucks the signal from that block to the repeater, and then we'll turn the torch off and on. So let's give it a shot. Throw some bone meal in there. There we go. And as you can see, it's working. The repeater clock sends signal down to here, powered block. The repeater here sucks the signal from the block, sends it to that block, which turns the torch off and on, which turns the dispenser off and on. We're going to go ahead and cover this up, make it look pretty. Okay, and then now you can actually, if you wanted to, you could build a wall flush with the dispenser and not have any problems. So let's go ahead and do that. And then you could cover it up, or this could be a wall, however you want it. So you have two options here. You have this one, which honestly doesn't look that bad, and this one, which is flush with the wall. There's some more exposed wires over here than with over here, and so I would suggest this method actually better. Anyway, I hope this helps. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you learned a little bit about bone meal dispensers.